Alright, again, all praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Shan. The bonus to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who do one teach well. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved, 2nd Esdras 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye believe, right? Because you know that faith without works is dead. Precepts. They shall be saved from the said perils also. I think that's this one here. I want to actually talk about this one, 2nd Esdras 7. No, that's not it. Yes, it's a little bit. I'm not gonna talk about all this, but basically 2nd Esdras 7 and 41. Even so, now seeing corruption is growing up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly. Wherefore shall I not be so now also? And it talks about all these other figures that were before, Esdras. Abraham prayed first for the Sodomites. He wasn't praying for the Sodomites. He was praying for Lot, the righteous in that land, for Lot. He was thinking literally of Lot. He didn't care about Sodomites, right? You see there, Moses for the fathers that sin in the wilderness, right? Because, back in our forefathers, they prayed for the people as a whole, for the Lord to have mercy on the people as a whole, right? Samuel and David for the destruction, right? Solomon for them that should come to the sanctuary, right? Helios, this is Elijah, right, in the time of the famine. Ezekiel, Sennacherib, many for many, and that's right. The prophecy prayed for, the people as a whole, and they'll have mercy upon the people as a whole. And the Archangel Uriel is going to break it down. Verse 42, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore had they prayed for the weak. Right? No matter how much you pray for the wicked, they won't return. This is the time of judgment. Right? There's not glory. There's not a lot of glory in this time. All right? In times past, the wicked got mercy, but they were reserved for our times now. So that's pretty much it. They prayed for the weak. Because in those times, they were the weak-willed of us, and the Lord had mercy upon them. But now, this time, the weak has to be purged. Right? Verse 43, because they're not going to get it. And we're going to get that in 2nd Esdras 9 chapter. So, you may feel like I'm being offensive by calling them the weak, but that's what they are. They are the weak. They don't have the will to stand strong in this thing. They just want to live in the world because it's easy. Living in the world is fucking easy. I mean, you just have like a good physique, or you look like this, you look like that. People fucking damn near want to worship you. It's fucking stupid. But that's just the way it is. You have a good physique, you look pretty strong. Maybe you can rap or sing or do something like that. And people fucking want to turn you into an idol, man. The day of doom shall be the end of this time, the beginning of the immortality to come, when corruption is past. Right? So that was pretty much that. So that's why it says in here, 2nd Esdras 9:7, everyone that should be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Because that's where the salvation is going to come. Everyone's going to save himself. Oh, that's what I meant to go look. Let me go back and go see. Yeah, so I thought it was another thing, but yeah, this is pretty much it. 2nd Esdras 7 and 45. Then shall no man be able to see him that destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. So when that time comes, you're not going to be able to see him that is destroyed. So if you're meant for destruction, you're going to be destroyed. Jeremiah 15, 2 and 3. Such as to the sword, such as for the destruction to the destruction, captivity, such as for the, this to this. The Lord set the, 4 things, the beast to tear, the, fowls, all that, the sword to slay, if you're destined for your judgment, you're just going to have your judgment, and no one's going to be able to save you, no one's going to be able to press him that got the victory. So like, you won't be able to stop a brother who's being pulled into the chariots. You won't be able to pull him down and say, no, you're not coming up. You're not going to be able to save someone who's meant to be destroyed. Right, so 2 Ezra 7:9-7, everyone that should be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Now the reason why I went to that 2 Ezra 7-45, I thought there was another one, but I think that was just the one. I tried looking into the other chapters, but I think I was wrong. Right? So everyone that should be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Faith and works, right? Which this is said all the way in 2 Ezra 9 chapter. Yahushua is actually named and talked about in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter, by name. Like, notice it says, my son, Yahushua. literally right up in there, you know. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I sanctified them for me from the beginning. Right? I mean, it's a people before it's a place, but let me just get this one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the strangers in this one is talking about the Israelite foreigners, not the other nations. The second verse is talking to the other nations who are going to possess them for servants and handmaids, just like what's promised to Yahushai, right? You know, things that are promised to Yahushai are going to, be promised unto us because we're his servants, right? We're unto him. That we have to go through, right? And it also says, we are made like heirs of Yahushai, or made joint heirs with Yahushai and Mashiach. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 2. How am I saying? Psalm chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Alright? King will be of Yahushai. You get those verses. Asking me, I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Heathen, the people, as well as the land of those people, and all nations have to pay tribute. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and dash in pieces, make a potter's vessel. We'll break these other nations, and bash them upside the head with our spiritual power. Just jack them the hell up. And I believe this is mentioned in Revelations as well. Be ye wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, rejoice with trembling. Right? And this is referring to us Israelites. Alright, kiss the Son, right? Because this is what's saying, serve the Lord with fear, rejoice with trembling. What do you think this is talking to? It's talking to us. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And kiss the Son is just a sign of humbleness, and a sign of humility, and a sign of respect. So respect Yahushai, worship Yahushai. Okay? Everyone bowed to Yahushai. When you look at Revelation, they bowed. We look at it in 2 Ezra, the 2nd chapter, everyone bowed and reverenced him. Okay? Yahushua, you kiss the Son by rehearsing the truth to the best of your ability, sign of humility, like when Yahushua split them up into ranks when he was feeding the multitude and he sat down and all that. That represents humility. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him, the liked, because these men trust in Yahushua, even if it means death. Right, as we all know. Alright, 2 Ezra 9, verse 8. And shall be preserved from the said perils, and see shall... Okay, well, hold on. I think I read that already. 2 Ezra 9:9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torments. What is your family, which is, these people in the world, 2/3, basically, I think it's the wrath of God comes upon the children of disobedience. I think that's in Ephesians or something like that. You go look it up. That's a 2/3 scripture. The wrath of the Most High is going to come upon these people who are disobedient. Because we come out there week in, week out, people laugh, they giggle, they say, this nigga crazy, this nigga retard. You know what I mean? I may not say the R word. I gotta reel it in. I gotta reel it in before I get this video taken down. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Okay? Because in their life, they receive their benefits. They already have their reward, like it says. Let me see if I can find it. I'll get into this one. This is a simple one. Matthew 6 and 5. When I pray, so shall not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to stand praying in the synagogues and the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. So don't be these people pray to be seen. You're supposed to have a prayer closet, or you're supposed to pray in secret. You have a room or something, you pray in there, kind of some place that's kind of like off to the side. If you live with a family member, you just set up your own space, have like a little closet space as you. Or if you have a family, like a wife and children, you just have your little closet. I mean, you put some shoes in there, act like you're changing shoes or whatever. But it's your prayer room. Let that be that. But don't pray, openly and stuff, as you all know. Because you have to have the reward. These people that do this stuff in the world, they all have their own rewards, and they already have their benefits. They already got what they want.